I feel like I'm at a point in my life in which I really don't feel the motivation to do anything. I really don't feel the motivation to make these videos. I don't feel the motivation to go to work. I don't even feel the motivation to even leave my house, right? For the past 2 weeks or so, I've lost all motivation to do anything. It's kind of hard for you to wake up every day, and keep showing up, keep putting in the work, keep moving forward. But then you look at your life and you look at the world and you don't see evidence of the things that you desire, truly working out for you, right? And obviously, you come on these videos and I tell you guys to keep moving forward. Don't worry about the success. Don't worry about the external accolades. Just keep showing up. Do your best, right? Forget about the results, so on and so forth. But it's really hard to keep putting in the work and not see the results being reflected back to you. Sometimes you can feel as if all your efforts are meaningless. Sometimes you can feel as if you're planting a seed, but nothing, nothing is bearing fruit, right? And that's how I feel at this point in my life. That's how I've been feeling for the past 2 weeks or so, right? Sometimes before I even film these videos, I sort of have to get myself in the mood to film them. I just don't have the energy at this point in my life. Sometimes I truly wonder if I'm ever going to get the things that I want from life. Sometimes I wonder if I'm worthy to get the things that I want from life. Other times, for the most part, I really feel motivated. I feel as if I'm ready for everything. And then you hit those points in your life in which you just feel as if nothing is going to work out, right? That's the point of my life where I'm at right now. It's hard for me to tell you to keep moving forward. It's hard for me to tell you to keep going when I don't even feel like going myself. Sometimes it's hard for me to be the light to other people when sometimes it feels as if my light is dim. Sometimes it's hard for me to show up to other people when it's really hard to even show up for myself. Sometimes it's hard for me to motivate people when it's hard for me to even motivate my own damn self. That's how I'm feeling in this moment. I didn't write a script. I didn't have any idea of what I'm gonna say. I just felt like coming on and just speaking how I feel. I mean, obviously I'm gonna post this. Someone is gonna see it. But it's really hard. It's really hard to have faith sometimes, right? I've always said that faith is truly in the unseen. Faith is trust in your heart. Faith is the ability of your heart to see what your eyes cannot. But sometimes it's really hard to keep trusting the heart when the eyes don't see what you want it to see, right? Sometimes it's hard to continue to believe when the world isn't reflecting back to you what you desire to see in your life. And I feel like that's a point of my life, or that's a point where I'm at in my life currently. It's really hard. So I'm making this video as a person who's currently in no position to tell you this. But I'm making this video to tell you that you have to keep moving forward. You have to continue to believe. You have to continue to have faith. You have to continue to show up for yourself. As hard as it may be, right? I'm not here to tell you or say, like I usually say, oh, things are going to work out. Have faith, believe, don't look for the evidence. Just keep going. I'm here to tell you that it's okay to feel how you're feeling. Because even the people who you might look up to, even the people who you might idolize, even the people who, you see living certain lifestyles, and, you come online and they look as if everything is okay. Even them hit certain points in their life in which they felt like giving up. Even them. A part of this journey of this thing that we call life is that you're going to get to a point or several points in which you feel like giving up. And currently I'm in one of them. And it's okay to take a break. It's okay to, I don't want to say dwell in that place, but it's okay to feel how you're feeling. Right? But despite that, you have to pick yourself up and you have to keep going. Like I said, I'm in no position to tell you this at this point. I'm in no position to give anyone advice at this point in time, right? Sometimes the worst part about making self-love and self-improvement content is that you tend to feel like you're an imposter, right? Those days in which you feel down, it's hard for me to come on the camera and say to someone, believe in yourself. Say to someone, love yourself. Say to someone, don't go out there to seek validation. It's hard for me to tell someone, oh, you are worthy, right? When I have moments in which I don't feel those things about myself, it's hard. It's really hard, right? And I'm recognizing that it's not about being perfect. It's about being human. It's not about being perfect. And as a matter of fact, me showing you guys this side of me is authenticity. What type of I don't even want to say motivational speaker. But what type of mentor would I be if I felt as if everything was okay in my life? What type of mentor would I be if I didn't act as if I didn't go through, or I'm not going through the same things that people are going through? The only reason that I'm able to speak about the things that I'm able to speak about is because I've went through them. It's because I currently do go through them. And I'm just able to articulate them better. That's truly the only difference between me and you. But at the end of the day, those negative emotions, you can't dwell in them. It's okay to feel them in a moment, but you can't dwell in them. And it truly is about picking yourself back up and continuing to move forward. Continuing to walk your journey. Those low moments are always going to be there. Even when you get to a point in your life in which things do fall into place, those low moments are going to be there, and that's okay. But you have to keep going no matter what. Right? Like I said, this is probably not going to be a motivational video. I don't know what this video is, but it's going to be something. And hopefully someone seeing this can look at me and realize I'm no better than you. I'm not in a better position than you. I don't know more than you. And I go through the same hardships that anyone else goes through. But those moments don't define me, and those moments don't define you. And you have to pick yourself back up, and you have to keep going. And you have to continue to believe in yourself. Never let the low moments cause you to quit on yourself and give up on yourself and give up on the life that you truly desire to live. Keep moving forward. And recognize that nothing is wrong with you. Recognize that all of us get to this place in our lives in which we do feel like giving up. And some of us do give up. I feel like giving up currently. But I know that this is all just a part of this thing that I call life, or we call life, right? And I have to keep telling myself, and I have to keep showing up for myself, and I have to keep moving forward. Alright? So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourselves. This is not a motivational video, even though it might seem like it is. This is me speaking on how I feel. And hopefully someone sees this and it's of benefit to them. Peace and blessings.